Hey guys, I hope you're all having an awesome day. All right, I pulled out 4 different decks, so we're gonna check in and see what Spirit says, but immediately they just said to me solar plexus chakra. So a lot of us are working on our solar plexus chakra. We have been actually for quite a while now, but we're seriously working on it right now to help with like releasing any energies like where we have given our power to other people, where we're lacking self-confidence and self-empowerment, empowerment in general, and helping us come into our power, into our inner strength, and to be like forceful, but not forceful in a bad way, forceful in like the way of like where we're like a force to be reckoned with, but like in a positive way, not like, you know, a trauma way. So that's really cool. So just be mindful of your body and what you're feeling. I know for me personally, like I've had to eat really light foods, and anytime I'm eating anything that, I don't even want to say heavy, but anything that is not really like very light, like my stomach's just like irritated, not super bad, like medically it actually feels like energetically irritated. So yeah, just maybe like if that's you, eat like lighter foods and like fruits and veggies and like softer foods and stuff that's easier to digest. Definitely they're saying sleep is really important right now, so make sure you're getting enough sleep. If you or like barely sleeping and drinking caffeine, like it's not going to work, because there's a lot of integration going on with energy in our body, DNA upgrades and things like that we're going through changes. And this is from Spirit, not me saying this, by the way. And so like we're needing more sleep. So a lot of people are probably needing more sleep. I know I've been sleeping like crazy. I haven't even drank caffeine like at all. And I'm like an avid matcha tea. I've drank matcha tea lattes for probably the last 4 or 5 years. Whenever I switched from coffee, I used to drink coffee since I was a teenager every fucking day to wake up. So I'm 35. So you're talking like almost 20 years, probably like we'll say 18 years, at least every single day, at least one. And I've actually went, I had like a little thing of, from Burger King one day, I had like a little thing of like the mocha iced coffee, the small, which is half ice, half like, it tastes like fucking chocolate milk. And I think one other day I just made a cup of jasmine green tea here, which I need to get more of because I actually love the flavor of that. That one has caffeine in it, obviously. But yeah, and I haven't even drank caffeine and stuff like that because just so much shit's going on, so much energy. Like I know I shouldn't be drinking it, so I'm not, but yeah, just the sleep stuff's been going on. There's like crazy dreams. A lot of us are astral traveling. A lot of us are having subconscious stuff that's coming, subconscious and unconscious things coming to the surface in the dream world, and it's kind of coming out in reality. It is, they're saying, they brought this up, it's a confusing time. Yeah, it is a really confusing time. Like it feels like honestly there's been a lot of confusion for the last 2 or 3 months, where we kind of see, you know, something and then nothing would change or nothing really happened in front of us, not necessarily internally or like behind the scenes, but in front of us nothing really changed. But Spirit's saying that's because the change is coming within you internally. So you'll see the changes like when it's supposed to. If you have a decision to make, there might be a little bit of chaos right now with things coming up. So Spirit's saying be really mindful of communication. They're saying that again. They said that the other day too. Be really mindful of communication and be really mindful of choices and decisions you're making, because there's a lot of stuff coming up to the surface right now for you to clear. It is to bring awareness to things, to change your perception and the way you handle situations. So romance is the first one that came out. All right. Romance, let go of love. No, I'm just kidding. Improving health. Look for a sign. There is a lot going on. I know the card says romance. There's a lot going on, energetic shifts right now with the masculine, feminine energy. And I think that's the reason why they pulled this card, is to show you the integration of the masculine, feminine energy and the messages you're getting from Spirit and connecting with both. So it's like, and they actually gave me this message earlier and I didn't post it because I was doing other shit, but they had said to ask you guys like about the masculine, feminine energy, and like, are you predominantly masculine, predominantly feminine energy? And like, which one are you doing? Like, are you, not what are you, all right, hold on. Let me rephrase that. Everybody has a predominant energy. So mine is predominantly feminine, not because I'm a female. Mine's predominantly feminine. I am way better in my intuitive, flowing, allowing energy than I am in my masculine. I'm actually great in my masculine when it comes to like work and taking action and stuff like that. But we all have a predominant energy that we work best with. Jake Woodard, is it underscore Jake Woodard? I don't know. If you go to my followers on Instagram, I follow him on Instagram, and I only follow like 30 something people, so you can go follow him. I think I said this the other day. I feel like I'm having deja vu. You can go, he has a free quiz on his page. Like if you go to his Instagram page and then you click his link, he has a free thing. It's like 15 questions or something. You can see what your primary energy is. But regardless of that, what Spirit is saying is, are you actually balancing that out? Doesn't matter if you are a masculine or a feminine energy. Are you balancing your energy out? So like for me yesterday, I was at my shop, I think until 8:30 last night, trying to move stuff around, get things done. So it was very much in my masculine, planning, moving, action, that type of stuff. Very, very masculine energy, very driven, motivated, getting stuff done. And so like what I do is when I come home, I soften my energy and I drop into my feminine energy. And I could always feel the fluctuation because I feel just more tense and stuff. A little bit more rigid when I'm in my masculine energy. So like I put on the music, I sing, dance. I talked about this yesterday. Like I actually use my rollerball a lot. And I use just different things and sometimes I'll even just be like this. I'm like, and I'll just breathe and I'll just like soften myself, and I could just feel my energy literally softening. But that also is the intuitive energy where you're allowing it in. So are you predominantly like going, or are you actually sitting and allowing thoughts and emotions, sitting and allowing, not waiting for it to just randomly come up in the middle of the fucking day because you're not dealing with your shit? Are you actually taking time to like meditate or to relax and to sit and actually allow the energy to flow through your body and to actually feel it and to listen to the intuitive messages? And that's the whole point, is balancing of both, because we need both, right? We need to be able to take action. We need to be able to plan. We need to be able to get stuff done, but we also need to be able to relax and to sit in our energy and be open to receiving and letting the emotions and energy flow through us too. We need to be in both energies. So there's a huge integration with this right now. And if you notice, we have let go right in the middle, but if you notice the two cards, it's kind of what I just said. We have a lot of energy that is upgrading our DNA. And and if you notice like the energy center right there and here, and that's what they were telling me before I pulled the cards, there's a lot. For some of you, this is releasing old relationships, wounds, stuff coming up from like teenage years, and even stuff from your childhood, stuff from like young adult life. Some of it now, but it feels more so like past stuff is coming up for you to bring awareness to your own patterns in your relationships and to heal them and to let them go. And when you do that and you release this, like this is when you're going to be having changes physically in your body. There's going to be like a DNA transformation almost, not in a bad way. Like it's like an upgrade to your energy centers, and things are going to feel more seamlessly and like flow, like things are going to flow better, like physically flow better, like energetically, like all of that stuff. They're showing me like we're in this like really pressured time period right now, like the diamond pressure, like we're in the pressure cooker right now to actually bring this forward. So it is going to get easier. It's going to get calmer. Things are going to get better. Also, what I'm hearing from Spirit too is letting go of needing to know about relationships specifically. Like for some of you who are like, is it going to work out with this person? What's going to happen with this person, like holding on to a specific situation, trying to figure it out. Spirit's saying like, let it go. They are giving you signs though. We got that or the day before. I didn't do a reading yesterday. We got that the day before that about looking for signs, that you're getting very specific signs and messages. So even if you're not seeing something, but it's also like, don't be just holding on to stuff. Like just follow what you're feeling, just in the moment, just live in the moment. Try your hardest to live in the moment, not focus on like, well, what is this going to mean for, in 20 years? Like, especially if it's a relationship too. I have a habit of doing this, so I feel you. I'm preaching to the choir up in here, but like, is like, I'm the type of person, I hate wasting my fucking time. It's a Taurus thing, I swear. And I'm a Taurus and Venus, so it's like straight up like rising Taurus, Sun Taurus, Venus and Taurus, which Venus is ruled, like love and stuff and romance and all that. And I'm like one of those, I like hate wasting my fucking time. Like if I don't see potential for long term, I don't even want to waste my fucking time. Like I don't need more friends. I don't want to date you. Like I don't want any of that. And I think one of the things Spirit has kind of showed me is just letting it be in the moment. Like, are you enjoying talking to this person? Are you enjoying your time with this person? You don't need to know, everything for the future. Just kind of let things flow. When you let things flow, you'll kind of see how it goes. And that's not saying like be complacent. That's not saying like ask, certain questions, because obviously there are certain things you need to know. Like, is this even somebody you could be friends with or even have a short-term relationship with? Like, if they're fucking drinking all the time, or their, communication is different than your communication, and they're, fucking ghosting you and that type of shit. If they're fucking doing stupid stuff, like obviously, what is a red flag for you, what's not good for you. But yeah, just living more so in the moment rather than trying to figure out what's going to happen in the future, because so much shit shifts and so much changes and we really don't actually ever know. We might know temporarily into like the near future, but we don't necessarily know the long-term plan. And that's kind of part of the point, is like living in the moment and feeling more comfortable and feeling safety in the unfamiliar and unknown, which a lot of us struggle with, because a lot of us grew up in like chaotic or traumatic childhoods in homes, and so 11 so we don't really thrive very well in the unknown. We like to know what's going on. We feel comfortable with the familiarity. We feel comfortable and safe when we know what's going to happen and we can prepare ourselves. And a lot of times it's a very subconscious thing. We don't even realize we're doing it. So yeah. But it's getting comfortable in the unknown, and it's getting comfortable in trusting in Spirit and yourself. Okay, we got serenity on the bottom. We got love, self-love, ancestral wisdom, and cleanse. Wow, we got romance as the first card. Look at all this love coming out. Love is the foundation of your existence, and you are just as worthy as Hold on, let me reread that. I fucked it up. Love is the foundation of your existence, and you are just as worthy of receiving as you are of giving love and compassion. While love can be a beautiful emotion, it is equally a form of energy that propels you through life. What I'm getting very specifically from Spirit is reciprocity, which we have been getting for probably like a month now. Horrible time frame, so it could be longer, could be shorter. But where you're giving love to other people, you also need to be open to receiving love. Some of us have a really easy time giving love. Some of us have a really hard time receiving love. I have worked on that so much, and I can remember just even a few weeks ago, somebody was in my shop and they were complimenting me, and they were like, you have such good energy. I always feel so good talking to you. I always feel so safe talking to you. And I remember literally like fidgeting and feeling so uncomfortable. And I was like, you deserve to receive love. You deserve to receive compliments. You deserve to receive positive affirmations and positive things of encouragement towards you. But I've never really received it, so it's hard for me to actually receive it. I have to consciously put my wall down and allow myself to receive it. So if you're a giver of love, make sure you're also receiving love too. Make sure you have people in your life who are giving back just as much as you are giving to them. Okay. Self-love. Now is the time to love, nurture, and heal yourself. Self-love is not simply a state of mind about feeling good. It is a state of appreciation for yourself that grows and matures from actions you take to support your body, mind, and soul. And specifically, I said this yesterday about some of you guys needing to do self-care. I did a video yesterday. They asked me to talk about dropping into your feminine energy. So it's on my Instagram. It's not on YouTube. It's on my Instagram. But guys, spiritual healing. I post this on YouTube too. That's why I say it both. Self-love and self-care, like taking the time to say nice things to yourself, taking the time to do nice things for yourself, pampering yourself the way you would want somebody to romance you. Do it for yourself. Like give yourself a fucking massage. Like I can't even tell you, like just giving yourself like a hand massage, and just, like giving yourself a foot massage, going and taking a nice bubble bath or salt bath, or, like just doing something very specific for you that's going to make you feel good and happy and full of love. I know a lot of women like to go get their hair done or get their nails. I'm not really, obviously, you can tell I haven't got my hair done in fucking years. I don't really care about that type of stuff, and getting my nails done, that stuff doesn't make me feel the self-love like doing it for myself usually does. Like just long salt baths with the good music and like the herbal tea and like the, you know what I'm saying, like the good just calmness and stuff like that, or just even like going in, spoiling myself, buying myself like some nice food. Like I did that the other day. I went to Tampa, picked up splurged on some good food for myself, and I love driving there because it's like just so zen for me to like listen to music, process my feelings. It's just like, to me, that's just such a form of self-care for me, to do that. So whatever works for you, you know, if it's going for a walk, whatever it is that works for you, but doing something that's for you with no intention behind it. Like I need to go walk to lose weight, like doing something where you're like, I deserve this. Fuck, buy yourself some fucking jewelry, you know, or, well, if you're a man, I mean, I guess you could buy jewelry, but like buy yourself something nice. Like I love buying crystal jewelry for myself. Like buy yourself something nice, like go treat yourself. Whatever makes you happy, that is a form of self-love. Go and do that for yourself. Like, what is your love language to receive? And then go give it to yourself. Is it words of affirmation? Is it physical touch? You know, go pay for a massage. Give yourself a massage. Whatever works for you. All right. But definitely do stuff for yourself. And I always tell people this, take at least 10 or 15 minutes for yourself every day. And I always get, I'm too busy. No, you're not. You make choices to do what you want to do. How many of you spend fucking 15, 30 minutes on social media? You could fuck that. You know, you spend way more than that. But like, you could go take 10 or 15 minutes to yourself, to give yourself love, to give yourself words of affirmation, to give yourself something nice, to go do something you enjoy doing, and to show yourself you are important and worthy. And when you do that, you're going to have other people who are going to be in your life who are going to do the same for you. And if you have children, this is especially important. Hey, this is mom time. Hey, this is dad time. I need this because sometimes we need to prioritize ourselves and show ourselves love, and it's a good thing. And you teach your kids to take self-love. When you don't do it for you, your kids aren't going to do it for them, okay? Like, they learn through you. So whoever needs that, like, if you're not taking care of you, your kids are going to end up just the same way you are. Remember that. They follow your actions, not your words. And you know that's fucking true, because think about what you did with your parents. All right, ancestral wisdom. We are your ancestors and we love you. Look at all this love coming out. I love it. We walked the earth many years before you. We ask you at this poignant time to learn and grow from our past experiences. You are our legacy and we'll keep on helping you as we continue to evolve here in the spirit world. And I talked about this the other day. Your spirit team is like super with you right now. A lot of them are sending you messages and connecting to you in your dreams and different things like that, animal signs and stuff like that. Numbers, pay attention. But I feel like a lot of times the angels are sending the numbers. A lot of times the ancestors are sending you like the birds, the butterflies, things like that. Sometimes they're sending you song messages, and they're coming to you in your dreams, or you're seeing something that reminds you of them, or somebody who reminds you of them, or smelling them. You might like look and it looks like somebody that, you know, is one of your ancestors, and then, you know, you blink and you're like, oh, it's not them, like that type. And we have cleanse. Your body, mind, and soul are urging you to take out for some much needed cleansing. Just as you wash your car, clean your house, or tidy your home, your body also needs care and attention. It's time for spiritual, emotional, and physical cleaning. You notice how we got mind, body, spirit, mind, body, spirit, mind, body, spirit multiple times? So yeah, this is you guys. We're going through a huge fucking purging right now. We're going through a huge cleansing, huge releasing. This is also taking that time for all facets of you. Your mind, body, and soul, your feminine, masculine, all of it. Every single one of it. Okay. We're going to do this one. Hold on. I'm so thirsty. I've been I'm always thirsty, but I'm not always thirsty. That's a lie. I drink a lot of water. I have been so thirsty lately. You would think I ate like a bunch of salty food or some shit, which I didn't. I can't stop drinking water. I'm so thirsty. That's part of the cleansing, by the way. Oh my God, I'm getting like downloads. Hold on. That's part of the cleansing, by the way, is drinking a lot of water. It helps flush stuff out, and also helps cleanse the energy and stuff too. That's what I always say about going in the water and stuff. Like if you have like a lake near you, well, if it's safe, or like an ocean or something near you, it's so purifying and cleansing. Salt baths are purifying and cleansing too. This is what we got again. Self-love. Notice how much loves come out. First one, romance. Then we have love and self-love. Now the third deck, we have self-love. Okay. Cycles and soulmate, which is the love card. Guys, That's what's up. Just saying, that's what's up. All right, we got dreams on the bottom. We're gonna put that up there. Okay. Stop being afraid to live your dreams is what I'm hearing from Spirit. Stop being afraid to do the things that you love and live your dreams and fulfill them. And if you are, we're working on that right now. Okay, we got sadness, beauty, sexuality, self-love, all feminine energy at the top. Cycles, soulmate, sexual arts, how teachable are you? So we have tons of feminine energy. This was talking about getting into your feminine energy. Like they told me that literally yesterday and they're like, hey, can you do a video and post this so people know, like dropping into your feminine and allowing the emotions to fucking flow. Stop blocking them. Stop trying to analyze them. Stop trying to figure them out. Stop trying to like, oh, what do I need to do now that I have this feeling, this emotion, this thought coming up? That's why they wanted me to do the video. I just got busy yesterday because I had the shop open. It was like busy and I was in my masculine energy. So anyway, but there's a lot coming up about the feminine and facing our emotions and dealing with them. And I'm specifically getting a lot of men are actually learning how to come into their feminine. Ooh, I just felt like such a weird lightness all of a sudden. They're coming into their feminine energy and they're releasing so much of the like the wounded feminine where they feel like they can't feel their emotions, can't express their emotions, blocking them. Feels like a lot of the men had, could be masculine energy, but I feel specifically men had issues with their mother being open to their emotions or feelings. Maybe it was like act like a man, very dismissive of their emotions. What I'm getting is their mothers don't even know how to deal with their emotions. They're very much in their wounded feminine and not dealing with their emotions, and they kind of put the masculine shield up to keep them safe and protected because men have hurt them in the past. So there's a lot of cycles that are clearing within the family. Okay. So Spirit is saying like, what areas of you are you not thinking are beautiful? Like what areas of you are you not liking about yourself? And they're not saying to change them. What they're saying to do is actually to stand in your power and come into self-love and acceptance. They're saying like, it's okay for you to not love everything about you. But you shouldn't be hard on yourself. You should be like loving and accepting to all parts of you. This mostly feels physical, but some of you definitely could be obviously internal. But it mostly feels physical. And what I'm getting to from Spirit is like, where did you learn what beauty was and shifting your perception on what beauty is? And it feels like a lot of you, it has to do with like physical appearance, like with your face or your body type and things like that, where you're feeling insecure about like what your body looks like and things like that. And Spirit is trying to help you come into your power and fully love yourself and embracing who you are and accepting who you are. And they're saying like, we are beautiful, like the way we were designed, we are all beautiful. And in society, we have this conditioned fucking conformity of what beauty looks like and like what a woman's supposed to look like, what a man's supposed to look like, and all this bullshit. And Spirit is like, we are coming out of that. Like we are as a collective shifting that, but it starts with shifting each person individually. So and I'm specifically getting is like not being triggered every time you're looking at like social media and seeing something. Because what I'm getting for the feminine specifically, which I know I've actually dealt with this before too, is like you have to have like a Kardashian body, is like you gotta have like the big boobs, like the hourglass waist, these huge hips, this huge ass to be like attractive. And like men, what I'm specifically getting is them with their height or with muscles, or even like, I don't know why they're saying like beards, like facial hair and stuff like that, or like baldness and stuff, but it's like you are beautiful and designed the way you were supposed to be. And your inner beauty radiates out anyway. Like we have such a focus and emphasis on what we should look like physically. And it's like, we're really missing like the deeper soul. Like we're really missing like some of that deeper stuff where it's like the internal love we have for ourselves and other people, and not paying so much attention to the skin suit basically. So it's like Spirit's trying to help you with changing your perception and seeing like where you have these areas and helping you with self-love. And I will be straight up with you, I struggle with that so much. Like every time like I'm single. Every time I fucking go on a date or something, which whatever, I always am like, oh, I wonder if they're gonna think I'm too fat for them. Like every fucking time, like I cannot even explain to you every single time. That's like my biggest fear, like going on a date, is like, it's not gonna work out because they think I'm too fat. Like nothing else, just that, literally. And yeah. And so I love that this came out, because obviously this is something I need to deal with too. I will be like straight up, I already know where it came from. I struggled with this my whole life. When I was like 5 years old, my stepmom used to tell me I was fat and ugly and like all kinds of stuff. And I mean, I was like literally a twig ass kid. Like when I say a twig, I mean I was skinny as fuck, like a giraffe, like Twiggy. And she used to just always make me feel so horrible and like would shame the fuck out of me. Like my cousins would come to visit, or family would come to visit, you know, like all the kids would be eating like cake or like candy. We were watching a movie one time, and she was like, Brittany, you're not allowed to have candy, you're too fat, in front of everybody, and just shamed the fuck out of me. So I still deal with this. I've worked on it. It's gotten a lot better, but I deal with this shit just as much as you guys do. And it's so funny because when I'm talking to other people, I never focus on their body, like their exterior, like that type of shit, but when it comes to me, I do. It's so annoying. And then it's like, yeah, it's just, there's so much, like we are taught so much like stupid fucking conditioning, and it's like, yeah. So that is what a lot of us are working on right now. Thank you. I needed that message. I know I definitely needed that message. Okay, we have cycles, soulmate, sexual arts. How teachable are you? What I'm getting is a lot of you guys are seeing cycles. I said this earlier with the romance card. Like a lot of you guys are seeing cycles where within relationships, like I told you, like even like teenage years, childhood, all that stuff, you're seeing a lot of like cycles with especially romantic relationships, whether this was your own or things you saw in your family and like you saw growing up, or even like they're saying in like movies and TV shows, like unrealistic expectations of what a relationship should actually look like. And you're integrating your energies, and you're learning from this and you're growing from this. So there's so much awareness that hasn't even come up yet that Spirit's saying is going to come up for you guys to help you with really seeing areas of your relationships that you maybe didn't really know. And it's interesting because what they're saying is there's so much self-awareness coming up where it's like you were maybe sabotaging relationships, or you were maybe doing things in relationships, whereas you were blaming the other person because what the other person was doing was so very obvious and clear. Like if somebody is, you know, not showing up for you or something, like communicating with you, that's so obvious. Like they're not, you know, giving you what you need, right? But like you might be doing sabotaging things where it's very subconscious, where you're not even aware you're doing it, that is like energetically pushing this person away or things like that. You know, we're mirrors in our relationships a lot of times. So you're starting to see that, and you're starting to integrate your energy and come into your soul energy more to help you with like really finding that unconditional love, that unconditional acceptance for yourself and other people. There's a lot of shifts, and even what they're saying is like areas where it seems so obvious to you, maybe somebody in that relationship wasn't doing you right. It wasn't so obvious to that person, just like what you were doing wasn't so obvious to you. So allowing people to be humans and not like being so hard on them. And you know, there are certain things that I would say, like I feel like I need to give you like a message about this. This is not accepting people's shitty junk behavior. That's not what Spirit is talking about. It's not like, you know, you get in a fight and you say some stupid shit. Like, you know, shit happens, right? Or you get in a fight, or you got mad about something because of a misunderstanding or something stupid, and you like stormed off. It's not like that. Like that's something like obviously you can forgive. It's more so like where somebody's blatantly disrespecting you. Like when you're cheating, okay, like that goes without saying, it's disrespect to your partner. When you're lying and stuff, obviously sometimes there can be forgiveness and stuff. That's to each their own. I'm not even getting into that, but like cheating is just the easiest one. Physical abuse, emotional abuse, manipulation, intentional manipulation, easiest one. And I say intentional manipulation because there are people who purposely will say things to you to fuck with your head, to bring you down, to make you feel insecure, to keep you gaslighting, basically, right? Some people don't know they're doing it. A lot of times they do. So that's why I say intentional, because their intention behind it is malicious and is self-serving and is not for you and your highest good, right? So it's like, there's certain things where it's like, you should not be accepting that behavior at all. Like, that is not something that you should be like, oh, well, they have trauma, so I should just forgive them. And that's not to judge you if you are in that type of situation or you've done something like that. What I'm saying is, just because spirit is like saying, like, bring awareness to certain things, like self-sabotaging things, does not mean that you should accept it. If that is something that is not comfortable for you, no matter what somebody else says, what I say, what anybody else says, like, you only do what is comfortable and safe for you. And you should choose yourself first. And if somebody is not respecting you, and somebody is not hearing you, and somebody is not loving you, and somebody is not allowing you to have your emotions and your feelings, that is something to really reflect on why you are in those relationships and why you continue to allow these behaviors to go on and stuff like that. That's more so what I'm talking about. But what I'm saying is, like, think about some of your relationships where it's more, I don't want to say minor stuff, but where it's not like blatantly disrespect, it's not blatant like cheating, things of that nature, where it's just like there's maybe like you're bitching a lot about something because a need of yours is not getting met, and then you realize, oh shit, I have this need not getting met, but I've never really communicated this because I didn't even know I needed this, and then you go communicate it. Like, that type of stuff I'm talking about. That's what spirit is saying. No, okay, never mind. There is something else in there, like, don't say that. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna pull from the Archangel deck. This is way longer than I thought it was gonna be. What else is new? If you guys don't know, I have zero concept of time. I have a little bit of a concept of time. I try to work on it. I think I have no concept of time because time is a fucking illusion anyway. So we're gonna go with that one. We have a lot of the same cards keep coming out. Did you guys just see that fly? Wow. 9 of Ariels on the bottom. Highest Priestess ends it. Okay, so we got 7 of Ariel, the Moon, the Chariot, Divine Guidance, King of Michael, Ace of Michael, 9 of Gabriel, the Highest Priestess. We got 4 out of 8 Major Arcana, Major Life Event. We keep getting that, right? 7 of Ariel. This just, it feels like it's like, that's not what the card normally means, but it's like a balancing of masculine and feminine energy. It's planting the seeds, right? And allowing them to blossom and flower. So it's like the masculine, like planting the seeds, doing the work, taking action. Feminine, like watering it, allowing it to flower and stuff like that. But some of you, it's like you are so guarded with stuff. It's like you don't want to open yourself up and share your feelings because you're worried about like judgment, things like that. You're scared of somehow your manifestation or your abundance or something being ruined if you talk about it, if you share it. So it's like you are in this really guarded energy. And right under that, we have King of Michael. And a lot of times when I pull him, I feel this very guarded energy. It's like, and it feels like these definitely go together. It's like guarding your castle. It's like a lot of you guys are in this like safety, like protective mode, like where you're feeling like you need to overprotect something to feel safe, whether that's your thoughts, whether that's an idea, whatever it is that you have. And part of that is like a fear. Part of that is like a trauma response where maybe you've had people in the past that you couldn't trust or things like that have kind of fallen through, or like people have like judged you. And so it makes you feel like you can't share things, you can't talk about things, can't trust people, whatever it is. But there's a strong emphasis about facing our fears. Look at that moon, full moon. There's a strong emphasis about facing your fears, trusting your intuition, which we got the Highest Priestess, which is all about that intuition, psychic insights and stuff, right? So you're getting all the downloads, you're going to be getting all the messages, but facing your fears and trusting your intuition, especially with this together, knowing that you can actually open up, knowing that you can put your masculine shield down and your wall down and open up, because you intuitively know what is safe to talk about. You intuitively know who is safe to talk to about it. You intuitively know all of these things. And this is really moving forward. A lot of times when I pull this is very like masculine, feminine energy, balancing the yin yang. But this is also like driving and moving forward. This is spirit, like really like pushing you forward on your path and knowing that you're being divinely guided. Like you are getting the messages, you're getting the insights. for some of you, you're going to have people who are coming in that are going to be guiding you in the form of, or maybe you're going to hire somebody like in the form of like mentorship or even like a therapist. I'm hearing for some of you that's just going to kind of help guide you with releasing and healing and stuff like that. Some of you, it can be in the form of like a family or friend. It's just going to be kind of different for everybody. Some of you who connect, it might just be like a spiritual mentor, somebody who kind of is guiding you and helping you, like one of your ancestors for some of you is what I'm hearing. But it's like pushing forward and driving, and some archangels, pushing forward and driving forward and like motivating yourself and knowing like you've got this. And some of you, it also feels like is if you do share this opportunity, this relationship, whatever it is that you're like holding back, right, that you're trying to not tell people. Hold on, sorry. It's like some of you have this fear of like, am I going to let the haters and the doubters and all of these people actually pull me back to where I was because I was in such a good spot? I'd rather not deal with it. But why should you not shine your light, and why should you hide who you are? And some of this feels very metaphorical, like it's like who you are internally that you're not wanting to share with people. And some of you, it feels like there's something that's manifested or you've been working on manifesting or something like that, and you're scared to share it for whatever reason, or you're fear you're gonna not follow through with it, or something's gonna fall apart, or you're gonna fail at it, or whatever it is, something like that. But Spirit's saying like it's okay, like all of those feelings are okay, all those thoughts are okay. Work through them. You don't need to do that. So we have King of Michael, Ace of Raphael, Nine of Gabriel, the Highest Priestess. So this is that wounded masculine energy, that guarded energy. You don't need to. Like Spirit is saying, open yourself up. We keep getting Ace of Raphael, a new positive emotional experience. Some of you, this is a relationship. Some of you, this is just something very heart-centered that is going to bring you so much happiness. It's going to, I just see like all these, they're showing me like somebody with like a bunch of heart emojis just like in the cartoons, like flying above your head. Just so much like internal like love and internal fulfillment. With the Nine of Gabriel is like, even when things are going on, and even when things are happening, even when new situations are coming in, keep working at yourself, keep working on things. Like you've done a really good job, like planting your garden. And I love, we got these two cards like this. It's like, you've done a really good job of like planting your garden, planting the seeds, working toward this and like watering it. And it's because we've kind of been forced to like sit with a lot of shit, and we've kind of been forced to deal with it. And it's like, when you are having these opportunities come forward, these relationships, these jobs, these careers, these different things coming forward for you, they want you to make sure you're still taking care of yourself. You're still planting those seeds for you. Okay. Like not just like I already did that and I don't need to do that anymore. No, this is a continual progression. This is you continuing to choose yourself, continuing to work on yourself, not going back to the old ways. And this is also you knowing it's okay to start over and start fresh. For some of you, it's like some of you are worried about like moving on and starting over and starting forward. I love the Highest Priestess comes out. Powerful psychic insights, reflection, and meditation that provides valuable information. Be at peace. She's like the ultimate like feminine goddess energy. Like she's just open to receiving. She's open to flowing. She's allowing the intuition and the information to come in. And we have divine guidance right above that. So you guys, and look at that, masculine, feminine. You guys are, and look, we have tons of, I'm telling you with the masculine, feminine energy, tons of it, look. And then we got these right on top of each other. I'm serious, like so much about the masculine and feminine energy right now, which is a great thing. Like it really is. So just allow the energy to flow, allow the emotions to flow. If you remember, I talked about that in the beginning. Look at that. Just allow it to flow and keep coming out and stuff like that. I feel like this is a fucking very insightful, awesome reading. Good things are coming. The rainbows are coming. I'm going to really quickly pull just final messages. This one's like sticking out. One more. That's a lot. One more, please. And thank you. We're gonna take that one too. You're loved even if you don't feel that way. Please love yourself. Okay, you are what you believe. If you want a different life, change your mind. And there's a lot of shifting with mentally mental perspectives. The answer you're looking for is yes. Life is great, isn't it? Embrace all of the amazing things in your life. Who is the first person that pops up in your mind? Communicate with them. There's something you need to tell them. Good changes are coming your way very soon. That came out the other day too. Express gratitude for all of the good people and things in your life. If you notice, we got a few of those about shifting your perspective to see the positive things and appreciating and saying gratitude for all that you do actually have, and not always looking to what you want, but appreciating all the things that you've asked for that you already have in your life. Be honest with yourself about how you truly feel about the situation. It definitely feels like some of you guys maybe are struggling with something and you're kind of really like guarding your feelings about how you feel, and it's like you don't really want to deal with that. Some of you, it feels like a letting go situation, like you're really not wanting to deal with your feelings, so you're just kind of like masking your emotions, and they're showing me behind a mask card, like you're masking your emotions and your feelings to kind of hide behind it and like lie to yourself. Lying to yourself isn't going to change anything. It's just going to make you feel miserable. It's going to make you not feel happy because you're not being authentic to who you are and what your soul wants and what you want. So be really honest with yourself. If, you know, even if that's hard, I know it's hard. I honestly did it with myself yesterday. And I was just going through something, and I was just like, is this even what I really want? Or is it just because I've thought I've wanted it for so long? And I was like, do I even want this? I'm like, or is it because of this? And I was like actually being really, really like deep with myself and really honest with myself and asking that, and like really getting to some hard questioning of like, is this because, you know, what other people are going to think? Is this, and I started having this conversation with myself about something last night. And yeah, I mean, sometimes we need that to see what is our deep subconscious intention behind this, and why are we actually wanting this? And is this for the right reason, or is this a trauma thing, or is this because we're holding on because we have a fear of letting go, or we have a fear of, you know, abandonment, or a fear of rejection, or a fear of people judging us, or what is it, you know? And like really getting deep with us. So if you're kind of feeling, you don't need to do that with everything, but I would say if you're feeling uncomfortable with something and you're really uncertain about something, that's where I'd maybe have those conversations with yourself and see what it is. And also ask for help from spirit, because they'll help bring the stuff up you need to. So they kind of guided me to have that thought in the first place. I didn't just randomly be like, oh my God, I need to think about this. They guided me to something that popped up, and I was just like, oh shit, what is this? And then, yeah, that's what happened. But anyway, I hope that this message helps, and I'm wishing you guys so much love and light, and I hope you all have an awesome day.